remember when we were strong. Back in the days before King Tenebrae and his royal guard, and the people of Amoseran took up their own arms for fun and profit. Before all that, it was just us, the Viridian Outriders. We kept the roads and trails safe and secure, with homes and forts scattered about and locales civilized and not. Time passed, and we have been replaced. And yet, I hear the rumblings and murmurs of the roads being less safe than they had been. Monsters sniffing around in smaller towns and magic acting oddly. Who knows? Maybe we'll be needed again. Hello, and welcome back to Another Path. My name is Chase, and I remain your GM. Today, our heroes find their quarry, their friends, and some new terminology? Thank you to our backers, Trent, Savani, and Two Nerds in a Pod, for their support. If you like what you hear, consider donating to us at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia, and maybe even try checking out some of the other shows on the network. And with that, sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip down another path. So the two of you surface eventually. Harper is incredibly well stocked out.
Could
you be quieter?
And Cecil is Cecil.
So Cecil normally just wears like a casual button up and some nice slacks, maybe some loafers. Not new loafers, like they've seen a couple of days.
Oh yeah.
However, to prepare for this very important quest, he has gone and gotten his cloak, right? His magical cloak of all of his stuff, and it is in fact a tweed jacket.
Fuck.
Hell yeah.
Complete with elbow pads.
Yes.
Right, I'm suited up, you're suited up, let's go.
All right.
Okay, where did the two of you go?
I want to describe this coat a little bit, because I haven't described Cecil, actually. So Cecil is like normal dude. He's like 5'8", slightly balding, brown hair, just a very average-looking person. This coat that he's put on has the elbow patches, it's got the tweed and everything, and he can... but what he can do is he flicks both wrists, and small slivers of wood snap down into his hands.
Yes, naturally.
And he flips one around, and one looks like a regular wand, and the other one is it's like a weird... I don't know how to describe half wand, half dagger, but it's that. I don't need anything else. You need anything else? Are we good?
No, I'm good. I got smithing tools. I got my tinker stuff.
So you can break into these things then, you think?
Theoretically, if I can't break into them, I can probably break them.
So
wholesale.
If myself and Aroben distract this man, you can get up there all quiet like and open all the locks real quick. And you can be super sneaky and quiet and do it really quick, and then we can buy you enough time, and then they'll help us take him down, or we'll get away or something.
I'd be a lot quieter without the armor, but what if he tries to stab me? Like, if he tries to stab me, I'm going to want the armor. I'm in a real catch-22 here.
Yeah, well, all right. We're concerned about the armor. Okay, well, here, let's do this. And I will cast my first spell. I take the wand, and I quickly trace it in a circle all the way around Harper's neck and draw it down the front in a sigil of the breastplate, and I cast protection from evil and good. I don't know what these creatures are. Some of them might try to fireball you. And I will not be there.
They are dragons, partially.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
all
but
sorts
I like
of things. Who knows?
But I like this plan. I haven't picked a lock in a couple years, but I mean,
Harper, you should have led with that.
The theory is there. The like locks are the mechanisms are typically very simple. I know what the tools do. Like I can.
Harper, I don't want you to be under pressure here, but we are under pressure here.
No, Cecil. It's gonna be fine. Let's just get it done.
All right, let's go.
This armor's hot. I'm full sweating. Like I don't do this. I think very similar to Cecil. Like, Harper doesn't do field work. At most, like, she's gone with like a wagon train to, you know, set up camp for the Outriders and to literally squire for them. Like, she has trained a lot with Lady Meredith, but like, yeah, I haven't seen combat in a long time.
Sure. How do the two of you try and find anything that you need to find in this situation?
Well, we can assume we would go to the marketplace.
Yep.
And Aroben, did you tell us where you were going initially? Also the marketplace, assuming?
Yeah, I just said I was going to scout it out, see if I could find it.
Yeah. So we go there.
All right, so yeah, we're just going to go there, and we're going to... Look, our job is not necessarily to end any lives.
Correct.
We might have to,
Mm-hmm.
but we're here to open some cages and free some poor souls.
It's a rescue mission.
Yeah. I do have one very important question.
Uh-huh.
And that is, in Bering is only so big. We are going to the marketplace.
Correct.
Is my tea shop in the marketplace?
It's pretty close.
Okay.
It's on the way.
So I am slightly concerned about collateral damage here.
Slightly. The tea shop is like down an alleyway off of the market.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. So if I have to like cast a big old spell at this wagon, it's probably not going to burn down my tea shop.
Probably not.
All right. I have my priorities in order.
So the two of you begin your hunt. Jumping back to Aroben, you've been sitting there for probably about 20 minutes now when you feel a telltale pulse at your chest. It's hidden by your disguised self, but the voice is back in your head. The entity speaks.
My friend, why are we sitting here waiting? You have him at your whim. Get this fool drunk and end him.
I just sort of sit there, just sort of shaking my head and just trying to get rid of it because I don't want to break the disguise.
Now, I know you can stomach my voice without alerting others. Don't be dramatic. Our master likes things done a certain way.
I can't just do that here.
I think you'll find it more efficient. But fine. Do it your way, my friend.
If my ways fails, yours is always a backup.
I guess you're right.
Belo notices nothing. He is loudly and noisily eating his 10th of 13 mushrooms.
So anyway, traveler, heard you were talking about some other animals other than livestock. Have you ever seen a dragon?
A dragon? A dragon? No, I don't think I'd be around if I saw dragon. Lord, I don't think anybody's seen a dragon since before the Eminence came to power.
Oh, not even a baby or nothing?
Deception check. And I'll give it to you at advantage because you are in a disguise, and he cannot see all of your nasty tricksies.
Okay, so 15.
6. I mean, okay, I guess I've seen, and he leans in real close. I've seen, and I actually happen to have in my possession, little mice dragon.
Mice dragons?
Yeah, no, they're super rare. I had to get special instruction on how to trap them. They are insanely difficult, but once you've got them, just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. They look like a cross between mice and dragons. I've got a bunch of little copper ones. They're great. And then they're the ones that, like, a couple that look a little bit more like mice, but they're real dumb. So they're not much. Honestly, they're probably going to be feeders for something at some point. You know, I'm sure there's going to be some big weird snake I'm going to have to move. But they're spoken for.
I've never even heard of that. I wasn't even convinced that dragons were real.
I mean, I don't know about dragons specific. Like, I have not heard of anybody talking about a dragon in person in probably like 400 years. Like, that was the last account that I heard of one. So who knows?
Well, you got dragon mice. What else you got back there?
Oh, well, you know, I've got the dragon mice. I've got the Aroben blood beasts. They're these real big, like, thick dogs. They're incredibly loyal. Got a couple of, I don't know if you've heard of them, called Mephits.
No.
They fly around. They got these big, like, hooked nose. They're terrible, and they hate me. But, to the right buyer, they're worth their weight in gold. Which, admittedly, honestly, isn't very much. They're worth more than their weight in gold. They're not heavy critters.
So,
and then I've got micro griffins. They're cute. Everybody loves those. They also not a huge fan of me, but go incredibly well to the nobles up north. They love to get those for their kids.
So not all these animals are loyal to you then?
Well, no, they're animals. A lot of them are, you know, wild.
So if they got out, they could just attack you, in theory.
I mean, yeah, that's what animals do. They're beasts.
Wow.
Well, I guess the Mephits are elementals.
Now, I know that your shop is closed for the night, but do you think I could see one?
That is going to be persuasion flat.
Let's go open up a bunch of cages. What could possibly go wrong?
No, this is great.
That was a nat 20.
Oh, first of the season.
Here we go. Welcome aboard, Justin.
I suppose we could go ahead and rustle some of that up. Yeah, we could do that. I could get you a peek into the to the war wagon. Let's take a look. Yeah.
Well, let me just finish my drink first. I need to work up my courage.
And we will cut back over to the other pair.
Quick question, just world building query. Are micro griffins like teacup pigs where like they're sold as like miniatures but they actually grow to like full size?
Depends. Usually yes. There are a breed of micro griffins that are just that they stay little and they're super cute, but they are wicked rare.
Selective breeding. Boo.
Exactly. Eugenics is bad.
We're going to kill this guy. We're going to accidentally murder this one.
We've ruined pug. Hey.
Probably.
I love a pug. We have ruined pugs.
Oh, we've done some shit to pugs.
We've done some shit to pugs. Done some shit to bulldogs. My brother has 2 bulldogs. I love them. They're little curmunchkins. They're great. But we've also done terrible things to them.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the 2 of you are standing in the market.
Yeah, we get to the marketplace, and I say, Harper, I imagine that thing over there, and I point, must be the wagon? It's the only thing that's out of place. I've been here for 30 years, and I've never seen that wagon before.
Harkia said that it was, like, bigger on the inside, right?
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Well, presumably it's magical.
Well, thank you, Captain Obvious. I appreciate that.
I can suss this out. I'm gonna reach into my pack, my like little like hip pouch, and pull out a little like magnifying glass, but the handle of it is shaped like a tuning fork.
Oh.
And I take a little, one of the smallest, like honestly like a pick from my kit.
Cool.
And wrap it against the tuning fork, and it makes this tiny little chime. And this is how I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Love it.
As it sort of echolocates out and back, and I can kind of get some information based on sort of like what that sort of signal brings back to me.
As I see Harper pull the fork out to do it, I just move like directly behind them so that I am not in like sending off a false signal.
Right. So are you listening for it, or are you like watching for a vibration through the magnifying glass?
However you want to interpret it, honestly. I think like anything's possible with this little gizmo I've created.
Sure.
So I think both have occurred before. Sometimes it's audio, sometimes it's visual.
normally you do have to look through to like get a good read on something, especially if something is lightly magical. Things will reflect back a little bit differently, but you can hear this one. Cecil was able to point you in the right direction because living here for as long as he has, makes sense. You know what's out of place. And the wagon that is just covered in padlocks and chains is a little sus.
I think it's that one. Is it that one?
Yeah, no, it's for sure that one. You
Okay.
know, upon
Right, yeah, it's
a layman's inspection, that's crystal clear.
great. We've identified the target, which is delightful. Love
Right.
that for us. It's just great.
Right. Lady Meredith usually says after reconnaissance, then it's about force assessment, what's the appropriate
I don't
level
see
of...
anyone sitting there.
Oh.
You would think there'd be someone there, right?
Yeah. Do you want to just go up there?
How about you go up there and I'll circle around the edge of the market and I'll...
Cool.
Yeah. Yes.
All
Because
right.
I can't pick a lock. That's on you. This is your moment, Captain Talk.
I'm not ready for promotion, you know that?
This is your moment, Lieutenant Talk.
Oh boy, keep going down.
This is your moment, Private Fourth Class Talk.
I'll take it. Let's go.
Technically, Talk's rank would be crafter.
Ah, nice.
So Cecil, you're going to take a lap around to try and see if you can track down the crew.
So I'm basically staying within 50 feet of the wagon and Harper, but just kind of taking the opposite lap around, so it's not both of us walking up to a wagon. So I'm keeping an eye on Harper, but also keeping an eye on, where this stranger is, because if there's anyone I don't know in town, I'll recognize them.
Right. Fair enough. Okay, Harper.
Yeah.
I need a stealth check.
All right.
Disadvantage because you're clanky.
I am proficient in stealth.
Okay.
But I do have disadvantage because of the armor. A nat 1 is not going to do me well.
No. A natural one will not do you well.
No, it will. It shan't. It was a 1 and a 4, gang.
Oh wow. This is the another path that I have missed. This is it right here.
You are walking up. You do not even make it to the wagon when one of the city guard comes out.
Oh fuck!
And this is fortunately somebody that you know.
Okay.
It is a dwarven woman named she is a guard, Harmony Price. She's a bit younger than you, in her early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And she gives you the what's up nod. Harper,
Hey,
what brings you up light side right now?
Oh, I am actually on official Outrider business.
You?
I was just as surprised, believe me.
All right.
So, a little bit I'm sort of undercover, sort of.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of, I can't really talk. 'Cause I got stuff I gotta kind of, get back to.
Persuasion check.
Okay. This is a straight roll.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 17 flat.
Harmony nods. Okay, sure. Just don't go causing any trouble. She winks and walks off.
Never. I would. Okay. Back to trouble. That Harper fully says out loud under her breath, So yeah, I'm gonna try to approach the wagon, assess it, looking for I'm assuming it's not cages on the outside. There's an inner component where all of the cargo would be. I'm trying to look for that latch.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to find it, but it is very well locked.
Okay. I will reach into a hip pouch on my belt and pull out an old set of lockpicks, and I'm gonna like take a moment to like examine the lock and like its complexity.
Sure.
Like I haven't done the physical act in a while, but like I've made locks for the Outriders and like just people in town before. So like I know the inner components. I'm just gonna try to assess the situation and see how. Just try to gauge my level of confidence here, honestly.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me a Thieves' Tools check.
Cool. Is this with dexterity?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so plus my proficiency bonus, so I have a +4 to this roll.
Okay.
That's gonna be a dirty 20.
That'll do it.
16 plus 4.
The door pops open. And Harper slides in. Aroben, you are walking back towards the wagon, and you see Cecil at a distance, very clearly, like, walking away from the wagon. Cecil, you see two people walking away from your tea shop.
Do I recognize them?
No, you don't, because Aroben very specifically said he has not used this disguise in the city.
Great. I immediately clock both of them for villainous knaves. I would like to find a shadow and put myself in it and attempt a stealth check.
Go for it.
Did you like my question there? Because I don't know what my stealth is. Let's find out together, all at once, shall we?
Gonna guess not excellent.
Ooh, stealth is straight. 10.
Okay.
I just find a corner. I try to avoid the creaky board that I know is there, and just try to put myself in the shadow, watch these two people I don't know, and keep an eye on the wagon, and then kind of all at once, and then Harper disappears.
Yeah. Harper disappears. Like, as you get into position, that one board creaks, and both Aroben and Balo see you. Balo doesn't do anything. It's like, oh, they're just a dude.
Okay. When I see him, I go, oh, friend, wouldn't you know it's the proprietor of the tea shop?
Oh. Are you Cecil?
I am indeed.
Cecil, I would like you to meet my good friend Balolin.
Just Ballo.
Ballo.
Balolin, yes.
Balolin. Ballo. It's a pleasure to meet you, Ballo. Are you new here? Are you passing through?
Passing through. You know
passing
how it is.
Through.
We were just going to go back to his cart. Is that a good idea?
You know, my good friend Jonas Smith here, Jonas, did you take Ballo to the tea shop? Has he had a snack? Has he had anything to eat? Did he try the mushrooms?
I did try the mushrooms. They're pretty good.
They are pretty good.
The trick with the hibiscus is pretty interesting.
Right, isn't it? And wouldn't you know it, actually, if we all wanted to turn around and go back...
I need deception checks from both of you.
I don't know if you know this, but the secret is that we pickle the mushrooms, like in hibiscus, and I have another set that we're pickling in lavender. That's supposed to help you sleep, and it's going to be great. We should go there, Jonas.
I love this.
Okay, no, I do need those deception checks from the both of you.
Okay.
Mine was a 16.
Excellent.
All right. Come on,
Oh,
Albrecht.
no.
That is a natural 1.
Yuck!
For a 7? Like, I am trained in this, technically. There's no lavender. There's no lavender.
There's no
lavender.
I feel like Katie and I had a rapport going. I feel like if there was more mushrooms, she would have told me.
That Katie, she's always keeping secrets.
Did you? I'm sorry, we're talking about something else now. Did you meet the girl? She does not.
She's lovely. My kind of
Really? Really?
Yeah.
She told you all about everything, huh? There's nothing else I could say to get you to revisit my tea shop. Have you seen the books? We have a bunch of books. Some of them are free, like a library. Like, you can check them out and read them or take them with or keep them overnight.
Not much of a reader.
Well, Jonas, I'm about out of options here.
Do you happen to have any picture books? May not be a reader, but everyone's a looker.
Are you hitting on him?
You know, I just might have some in the back. We could go look.
I just want to really quick bring attention to what the expression on Chase's face right now, and that is the double face bullshit he's going to have to deal with for another 5 years.
2 of us are charisma, and we can't roll for shit.
I would like you both to roll persuasion one more time.
Thank you. You're a kind and benevolent DM.
I'm something.
Caught in a line immediately pivoted to be like, wait, my, employee was nice to you? No, hold up.
Well, that's an 8.
Uh-huh.
19.
I will let the combined work. You know what? Okay. I'm always looking for more information about, livestock and creatures that could be obtained.
Sure. I've
sale?
got plenty of,
You got a bestiary,
botany.
maybe?
I've got, it's more botany, but, actually, I think I've got a bestiary about snails.
Maybe a manual of monsters, maybe?
No, that would be very silly to have one of those just laying around.
That's fair.
Can I have an aside to Cecil?
Sure, four of you, because Harkia is still on your shoulder.
Harkia's there just pinching the bridge of his nose like, oh,
exactly. It's a great look on a mouse.
Everything I've done is a bad choice.
But you're able to strategically let Ballo kind of lead the way.
So, are we gonna take him to the basement? Or are we just gonna buy a little time?
Jonas?
Yeah?
It has been a long time since the Outriders have really had to dirty their hands. When I woke up this morning, I did not think it would be this day. Yet here we are. Basement it is.
Harper, so you are in a dark, smelly room. You would have thought Harkia would have mentioned the smell. Because it does smell like many animals have been shitting in this one room specifically for a while. You can tell immediately that it is a bit bigger than you thought from the outside. Instead of it being a 5 by 10, it's like a 10 by 15 kind of situation. It's still kind of cramped, but it's bigger than, it's got enough room to transport things.
Right.
It's pretty dark, and you do not have dark vision.
I do not.
So, yeah, it is.
However, not noting the lights or the lack thereof. I'm going to pull a couple. I just have a little pouch of pebbles for my sling. I am going to pull one out and take that little fine pick. And wrap it on the pebble a few times and say, all right, wake up, give me a little fire here. I'm going to use magical tinkering.
Okay.
So I can invest a spark of magic into a mundane object. I touch a tiny non-magical object as an action and give it one of the following magical properties, one of which is that it'll shed bright light in a 5-foot radius and dim light for an additional 5 feet.
Okay.
So I make myself a little light stone.
Okay, cool. Done.
And that lasts indefinitely until I use this thing 2 more times.
Do it again?
3 more
Gotcha.
times. Yeah.
Cool.
I can have a maximum of 3 objects infused with something.
Okay.
So if I was to make a 4th, the first one would go away. That's kind of how it works.
Gotcha. What is your perception?
-1.
Excellent.
My passive is 9.
The pebble comes to light, and you can see a decent bit around. You raise it up a little bit, and you're able to kind of cheat that light out a little bit more. There is a shelf filled with cages that just runs along the one wall. Along the other wall, you see some larger cages on the ground. You can see there are some dog-looking things in one of the cages. You see some weird spiny toads that have a chitin coming out of the top of their heads, and they're big. They're the size of a small dog or a big cat.
Oh boy.
You see a couple of these like tall otter things that have some rudimentary clothes on.
You didn't.
I might have. You see like a big lizard.
Just a big lizard.
Just a big like up on two legs, looks kind of like a chicken. Like that form factor, but a lizard.
Huh. Like a small velociraptor kind of.
Looks kind of like that.
I'm looking for these mice. I got one job here, and that's finding dragon mice.
And your head swivels over to the wall with the shelves, and you see the little micro griffins. You see, let's take a look here. What else is in there?
Oh, hell, they're cute.
3 mud mephits.
Ooh.
And then you do see a cage with 7 dragon mice.
Okay, this is why we're here.
Yep.
I'm assuming the cage is locked.
Yes.
I will try to pick that lock.
Okay.
Ooh, that's only a 7.
7 is not going to cut it.
No, it ain't.
And that is when you hear a wooden footfall behind you. As you turn, you see, it looks like wooden armor that is standing up and coming to life. Harper, I need you to roll initiative.
Oh, God.
Oh, there it is. First one.
Split the party. Game 1.
I'm pretty sure we did that last game 1 as well. So
We did. I think there was an incident with a well, and here we are.
I have rolled an 11.
The armor has appropriately rolled higher than that.
Yeah, that seems right.
Who would have guessed this probably illegal operation had more than one person watching it?
What?
Oh shit, Harkia even said that there was like an animated sort of thing. Did my detect magic not pick that up?
It was blinded by all of the magic used to actually make this thing bigger. You haven't used it since you've been in.
That scans.
All right, so it is its turn. A 12 is not going to hit you, is it?
No, it will not.
Excellent. What is your AC?
18?
Woo! Boy!
Okay, Harper, I see you.
I suited up.
Apparently, wise choice.
I'm a little halfling in a can.
Now, Harper, I am going to ask you to now open up that can of whoop ass.
I'm gonna try. Is this thing in melee with me? Like, did it swing at me?
Yes.
Okay. So, I try to... I'm not a good soldier, but, like, all of Lady Meredith's, like, training starts cycling through my head of, like, plant your feet, put your damn shield up, and I'm able to catch the blow with my broad spear. I will swing out and try to, like, slash this thing. Go for it. All right. That's going to be a 14 to hit.
Insufficient.
Yeah, I figured it might be. That's it.
Okay. Let's cut back.
Oh, God.
Excuse me, sir. If you'll actually, I know the front door's there. If you go around back, if you'll just follow me around back, all the good stuff's in the basement.
Always
it's in the cellar in the back. Come on, come with me.
Yeah, follows.
So he follows me to the back. I bend over to open it, unlock it, pop the doors open, and just kind of turn to the side and just gesture to Aroben to kick him in or whatever. After you.
Okay, so the cellar door is open? Is that what you're saying?
Like, I lean down and open the door, and, just both of them fold open, and I turn and just give some space, and he and I are standing there, and I just kind of look back at you like, okay, I can't kick him in.
You know what? I'm gonna blast him in the back with an Eldritch Blast.
Oh!
I love it. Do it. Do it.
Okay, roll.
Do it.
He has no idea it's coming.
So that is a 13 to hit.
13 is going to hit. This is a dude in clothes.
Oh, sure, I couldn't get the dude in clothes.
Okay, so that would do 9 damage.
Oh, my God.
So that does knock him to his knees, and he what does your Eldritch Blast look like?
It is a copper color and yellow that blast out from my hand in sort of a spiral pattern.
What is your focus? It's the amulet, right?
Yeah, as I do it, it glows red.
Cecil, you can see, even through the disguise self, a red pulse as this blast fires out. Ow, what the fuck? And that is a loud scream.
You were supposed to kick him.
I'm gonna drop out of disguise and says, "Turns out we're taking you to the basement."
You were just gonna knock him in. God damn it. I cast Mind Sliver.
Okay.
This fool needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
What's the DC?
14.
Fail.
All right. He will take 4 points of psychic damage.
He dies.
Okay, so the wand snaps out into my hand, and I trace just a little sigil, and it sends a little ripple through the air and catches him in his head. And as I wait for him to become a little more subservient or a little more malleable to suggestion, possibly, the corpse just falls into the basement.
The two of you hear, "Everything all right?" And somebody starts running up. Jump, 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 jump.
Close the door. Before they get around the corner, do I have a second?
You have a second.
Okay, before they get around the corner, I say to Jonas, close the door. And I cast Disguise Self on myself, and I turn into Knight Captain Lucas Sutton.
I close the door very quickly.
Wow.
Okay, and Aroben, you are out of disguise, so you are now Aroben, right?
Correct.
Okay. Door shuts, and Harmony Price comes out from behind the wall. "Oh, Knight Captain, what are you doing out here?"
Just making the rounds. Quiet night?
"Yeah, I ran into Harper of yours out there. Said she's got some work going on for you. Everything okay?"
I look to the left. I look to the right. I gesture her in a little bit. Now don't tell Harper. It's a joke. There's no quest.
Oh, Captain.
Harper won't do any of her official work. So we decided to have some fun at her expense. And she'll be fine. You might hear some sounds from the wagon. We've set it all up. She's perfectly safe. Everything will be fine. We're headed back that way now.
Captain.
We'll take care of everything.
That's rude. That's rude, Captain.
It is. You know what's more rude? Ditching training. 7 out of 15 days.
Okay, that is a lot.
It is a lot.
Still rude. All right.
We don't have a lot going on.
Ain't that the truth? My pa was always trying to get me to join up, but...
We will take you whenever you get tired of guard duty. You can join us for guard duty.
That gets her to laugh. I am going to need you to roll me that deception check, though.
Absolutely.
Because small town, she knows everybody.
With pleasure. 25.
Done. All right, and you're the new guy, right? Cronin?
Aroben.
Aroben.
Cronin's my last name.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. I was half right.
Yeah, I guess you were.
Right. Well, all right. As long as everything's all right, y'all have a good night. Stay out of trouble. Hey, what was that? Was that you yelling?
What?
I heard some yelling.
It must have been Harper. You know, we put Harper back into her full armor.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I saw her.
Yeah, she's not handling it very well at all. So we're going to go check on her. It's been long enough.
I could have sworn I heard it from this way. All right. All right, y'all go check on her. I'm heading out towards Miller's Pond, so y'all have a good time.
Have a good night, Harmony. As soon as she clears the corner, I drop it. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go right now, let's go right now. Yeah, well, never mind. Yeah, we both go. We both go. We're going to leave the corpse for Katie to find.
We cut back to trouble. And it is the armor's turn.
Query that I thought about. I still have protection from evil and good on me from Cecil.
Damn right
does
you
that,
do.
Does that do anything for me here?
What does that protect against?
It protects against aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Unfortunately not.
Damn.
Worth a shot.
Construct.
Yeah. Beans.
Worth a shot. I don't know what's in those cages.
Let's take a look here. 12 is not going to hit you, I don't think.
Negative.
Nope. Cool. Go ahead. Give me a Arcana check. Because this would fall under your bailiwick of understanding.
Yeah, 17.
17. You know this is essentially a cheap version of animated armor.
Okay.
Which you know is susceptible to things like anti-magic and dispel magic.
Cool. Nothing that I have at my disposal.
Fair enough.
I'm level 2, Chase. I'm really good at fixing things. I'm not so good at breaking things yet.
Fair enough. But it is your turn to do with what you will.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to, on the back of my shield, there's a little lever that I, like, slide over, and it runs like a half circle from right to left, and it changes the pattern on the front of my shield to, like, this weird, almost like, you know how, like, butterflies have crazy patterns to, like, try to ward off predators?
Uh-huh.
The front of my shield changes, it's like a psych being pulled, and it changes to a crazy like, phantasmagorical pattern as I cast Sanctuary?
Okay.
On myself. So this thing now has to, if it's gonna try to attack me, it needs to make a wisdom save, or it loses the attack.
Okay.
And that's my action, but I'm going to actually, I would take no, I have Sanctuary up. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna move back to the door and try to, like, just thud against it and try to get out of here, honestly.
Okay. So that is a wisdom save, you said?
Wisdom 13, or it loses the attack.
With all the wisdom of animated armor.
On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attacker spell.
I have rolled a 6, which means I have rolled a 4.
Cool.
Great.
So, yeah, you are able to get away as this thing tries to swing in, and then its hand just stops.
I'm like cowering behind my shield.
Yep. Okay.
Does the door open? If I'm like walking backward and kick the door, does it open?
Yes.
All right, cool. Then I kick the door open,
Okay.
and, like, I think I'm gonna stay there at the threshold.
Okay.
But at least maybe try to get someone else's attention.
Okay.
I'm scared.
This thing is going to advance on you and try to attack again.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save 11.
Nope. Loses the attack.
Okay. It advances and is stopped.
I'm like holding up the shield, like holding a chair in a lion in a circus. Like, no, back,
Yep.
hey.
Okay. What do you do?
I continue to, I'm gonna take my spear and just, like, reach behind me and just whack it against the side of the wagon. I'm just making noise. Like, I'm scared and I need help.
Okay. You start making noise. Let's see if anybody hears.
This is not a smart idea, but I don't care. I'm scared.
It's fair. For better and for worse, I have rolled a 6 on detection, so nobody hears.
Okay. What about these guys who are en route?
We'll get to them in a second. We got one more
All right.
round because it does take some time to get there. And
For sure. Wisdom save.
I haven't run in about 4 years, and even then it wasn't really running.
I have rolled a 19.
Okay, so now it can try to actually hit my AC.
16.
Nope, not gonna do it.
Which in
I have a lot of armor.
I
That's what
noticed.
I do.
No, look, you done
Isn't
good
it-
by suiting up.
Isn't it great?
It's pretty great.
It's pretty great.
It is now your turn, Harper.
Can I, like, looking kind of frantically over my shoulder, do I see Cecil and Aroben
You
on
do not
route?
see them yet.
Okay. I'm honestly just gonna hold my ground. I can't take any aggressive actions or I lose Sanctuary.
Gotcha.
Harper does not feel confident in her ability to combat this thing. I'm not good in tight quarters. I'm not good in a fight, let alone a fight in tight quarters by myself. So I'm going to do what I know how to do, and that's turtle up.
Yep. You turtle up. You take that defensive position, and at that point, the sound of metal on wood reaches Cecil and Aroben's ears as they round the corner back into the marketplace. The two of you are about 50 feet out.
Right, so Harper, it's inside the wagon. It is bigger on the inside. We need to get in there, probably quickly at this point. We can get all those animals out. That'd be good. Hello?
Two of you see Harper cowering behind her shield as this very shoddily made wooden armor golem is, just banging on the shield.
Oh, great. Lovely.
Guess we gotta take this thing to the basement as well?
Let's see if we can keep it contained within the wagon.
Yeah, no, taking it to the basement's a metaphor. It means killing.
I'm not sure it's alive, and let's keep it quiet if we can, but I think that's what we've got to do. Do I go first here, or what is it? Do we roll?
Yes, the two of you roll.
All right. 4.
9.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You are entering into initiative after Harper.
Can we see? Can you describe it a little bit? Can we see what's happening at this point?
Yeah.
Or no?
So you at this point you have rounded the corner and you are in the market over by the fountain. You can see just past the fountain, about 50 feet away. There is the wagon. There is Harper. There is Shitty Wood animated armor.
Are they in the wagon? Or are they
just past the threshold of the wagon?
Got it.
In my head, I'm almost 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Got it.
So I don't want this thing getting loose into the city. So I'm trying to keep it contained in the wagon, but I wanted to open the door so people could get a visual on me.
Mm-hmm. Harper, that is a 12 for wisdom, which I believe fails.
That will fail.
And wait, what did I roll? There's nothing to roll. It is your turn.
Hold on. This is where my cool shit comes in.
Uh-huh.
So I can see the armor about to swing.
Yes.
At Harper. And as it swings, I pull my wand and just tap it against my hand to a steady beat, and then I change the rhythm of it, and I cast silvery barbs on the armor as a reaction.
Okay.
When a creature you could see within 60 feet of yourself takes an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, I force disadvantage.
Okay. Cool. Going forward, absolutely. This thing actually lost its attack because of the sanctuary.
But, it was making a save. So I was forcing disadvantage on the save.
Oh, excellent. Okay, cool.
Because I have a cool thing after, because it's a two-parter.
Gotcha.
So I force disadvantage on this.
Yes.
And then I keep the rhythm going, twist the wand, and send the rhythm into Harper.
Uh-huh.
And Harper gains advantage on their next roll.
Oh.
It's a weird spell.
It's a weird spell. I force disadvantage and I give advantage. It's the first thing I see, and it's the next thing Harper does.
Excellent. Love it. Harper, you're up.
If I look over my shoulder, do I see these two now?
Oh, yeah. This is not your first time with silvery barbs, I think. It has been in less stressful situations.
So, I think I'm going to risk another opportunity attack, and I'm going to take another couple steps back fully out of the wagon.
Okay. With disadvantage, that is a 4.
Great. Then I'm going to
So the full text here, Griff, is the chosen creature has advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw it makes within a minute. So if you don't do anything this turn, you still have it.
Cool. I think this is still what I want to do. I will take a couple steps back to get myself a little bit of distance. I pull this leather sling out of my belt and reach into my bag, my hip pouch, and grab a couple more stones. And I've got a ring on my finger that I crack onto the stone. And I just kind of all right, wake up, time to fight. I cast a magic stone as a cantrip.
Okay.
Nice.
And imbue these stones with a little bit of magic. I slot one into my sling and whip it at the construct.
Cool.
So it makes the stone a range of 60 feet. and I get to use my spellcasting ability for the attack.
Go for it.
At
So
advantage.
+5 with advantage.
Nice.
That's going to be a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Woo.
Hell yeah. This is 1d6 +3 damage. And that's a 3, so that'll be 6 damage.
It's dead. We win.
Nope.
Oh.
Next up is going to be Aroben.
All right. Do I have a clear shot at this thing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cast an Eldritch Blast at it. Okay.
So anyway, I started blasting.
And that is an 18 to hit.
18 to hit will hit.
Yeah, son.
Do it.
So that's a 9 + 3, 12 damage.
It's a palpable hit.
Fuck.
Still standing, but you blast a hole through this thing. Now, it's a construct, so it's annoyed, but it's not happy about it. Cecil, you're up.
I have used all of my spell slots, so I'm going to revert to some good old cantrips. I go to cast Mind Sliver, realize it's a bad idea, and don't. So instead, I draw a different sigil in the air and fire a light blue bolt at it, and it needs to make a Constitution save.
I have rolled a 2.
Cool. I cast Frostbite.
Yep.
So that's going to be 3 cold damage and disadvantage on its next weapon attack.
Excellent. Let's take a look here. Just want to...
I make sure that the very tiny, loud, armored halfling is between me and this thing.
That is going to take us back to the armor's turn.
Sanctuary is down since I took an attack.
Yep.
So,
It is going.
but it has disadvantage from that frostbite.
Yes,
Yes.
it does.
Harper's got a little bit of spirit in her now. She's like, come on, you big son of a bitch. Let's go.
Even with disadvantage, dirty 20.
Oh, no.
So this thing finally connects.
Oh, no. What I feared. Being hurt.
And deals 5 damage as it swings down at you.
Ow.
With a large wooden mace that seems to be made out of like bits of scrap wood.
Oh God, I'm hurt. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Well, Harper,
man,
now it's your turn to return to favor.
I've taken damage. Oh, God, what do I do? It's back in melee with me, I'm assuming,
Yep.
so I'm going to swing at it with my broad spear. No, that's a 7 to hit.
No.
I'm panicking. There's blood coming out of me in somewhere, and that's not okay.
Aroben, you're up.
Help!
All right. How far away am I from it?
You're about 20 feet out. We'll call it there.
So I'm gonna run towards it, and as I do, I'm gonna pull out my obsidian blade.
Attaboy.
And I'm going to swing at it, and as I swing, there are red runes that appear on the blade, while my amulet is fully glowing.
Ah, that's tight as hell. Ah!
And that's going to be a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. That's going to do 7 damage.
Okay. You cleave off a part of this thing's body. Which limb do you go for?
Ooh.
I want to go for the limb that's holding its sword, or the whatever it
Bad
hits.
mace.
The bad
Harper,
mace.
yeah,
the
the
driftwood
mace.
mace.
Absolutely. Yeah, the Harper, I don't know how well you can see Aroben from behind this construct, but suddenly you just see a glowing red light, and suddenly this mace is just like on the ground.
It's come for me. Oh. I'm like wounded, just even slightly. It's full tunnel vision. I'm in full flight mode.
Yep.
I'm so scared.
Cecil, it's your turn.
This thing is still moving. Great. I will move 4 feet closer to it.
Okay.
I want to be very specific about that.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to cast Frostbite again, so it needs to make a con save.
Con 12.
Insufficient.
My own words against me.
Ooh, and that's a 6. So 6 cold damage.
How do you want to do this?
Woo!
It had 5.
The wand is still dripping from the last frostbite. Tap, 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 tap. and on the fourth beat sends the remaining ice at this armor suit. And where there was an armor suit, there is now just a soggy mess of firewood.
The frostbite takes hold, and it invades the veins of the wood that is still there and freezes, causing this thing to just kind of expand like a wet door, but on itself, and then just fall over broken. The four of you, because of course our good dragon mouse friend is still clinging to Aroben's shoulder. The four of you stand there in a moment of stunned silence before you turn to the wagon to go do what must be done. Thank you for joining us here on Another Path. You can find our website and merch store at anotherpathpodcast.com, on Twitter at anotherpathpod, and our network at ghostlightmedia.net. You can support our efforts by donating at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia, or by giving us a rating and review over on Apple Podcasts or whatever podcatcher will let you. You can find me on Twitter at TQLoudly, Griffin at GriffCold, and Ryan at RyanRoll20. You can find Justin on TikTok at JustinMichael, and myself at TQLoudly. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a new episode, and until then, remember to clarify with those around you what is literal and what's a metaphor.
This has been a Ghostlight Media production.